Let's make some rainbow beaded earrings. All the supplies you're going to need will be listed in the description box below. Start off with 2 beads. First bead color you grab will be your border. When beading hoop earrings, go under the hoop before you go through the bottom of your bead. Pull that bead tight and then go through the top down to the bottom of your first bead. Pull that tight and go under the hoop again and then go through the bottom of the second bead. Tip: to make the first bead lay flat, take your tail of your thread and go through the bottom of that bead and get it out of the way. To get started on the design, we're going to take our first red bead and slide it down the thread. Again, we are going under the hoop before we go through the bottom of that bead. For these size hoops, I'm going to make sure I have 4 red beads. Go ahead and pick up your black bead and do the same thing. It may look like I'm going through the top of the bead here, but I am not. I'm just holding the thread vertically to make it easier. For the next section, we're going to pick up an orange bead, and it's going to be the same process. Again, we're just going with 4 orange beads and 1 black bead. And those of you that know the colors of the rainbow know that yellow's next. Same process as before, 4 yellow beads and 1 black bead. And at this point, you're really just repeating the same process. Just make sure to go in rainbow order and pick up 4 colored beads and 1 black bead. Just keep doing this until you get to the end of the hoop. Now it's time for me to shut the fuck up and get to the end of this first row. And this is how it should look when you are done with the first row. Pick up 2 beads for your next row. Take your needle and put it through the second little thread bump there. Pull the thread through and then go through the bottom of that last bead. For stability, we are going to go through the top of that first black bead and then back up through the bottom of the blue bead. Then just turn and tighten. Working with the same color, we are going to go through the next thread bridge here and pull through and go through the bottom of the bead. We are repeating this until we have 3 of the colored beads here and ending on the black bead again. Now here's when it's a little bit different. We are actually going to put 2 black beads in between each set of colors. It should look like this, ending with 1 black bead. Same thing we did when we started the second round. We're just going to pick up the same 2 colored beads and do the same exact step. Only difference this time is we are going to stop when we have 2 red beads and ending with the 1 black bead before moving on. And instead of going around the hoop here, this is where we start to build the spike. Pick up 1 black bead and the same colored bead, taking them through that second loop again. And you're going to reinforce those 2 beads as if you're starting a new row. Personal preference, I like to turn my hoop here just to make this part easier. This row will have 1 black, 1 colored, and end with 1 black bead. Starting off with 2 black beads, we're going through that second bridge again. Reinforce those 2 beads like we've been doing at the start of every row. Finally, pick up 1 black bead and take your needle and work your way down through the first 4 black beads, going through the bottom and the top of the next few beads. Just work your way over until you get through the bottom of your second black bead. And we're really just repeating the same process all across the rest of the hoops. By the way, if you like tutorials like this, you should like this video and subscribe to my channel. And there we have it. Let me know what you think.